Hi, in this video I'm gonna solve number 231 on Leetcode, which is finding if a number is a power of 2 or not. We are given an integer n and we should return true if it is a power of 2, and otherwise we should return false. That's why our output is Boolean. And we have, for example, 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1. So in this case, we should return true. 2 to the power 4 is 16. So if we have 16, we should return true. If we have 3, that's not a power of 2. If we have 5, that's not a power of 2. If we have 6, that's not a power of 2. And at the end, it asks us if we can solve it without loops or recursion. Before attempting to solve it, let's take a look at the powers of 2. I have 1, which is represented in binary by 0, 1. 2 is represented by 1, 0. 4 is represented by 1, 0, 0, and etc. Now, we notice that all of these have only 1, 1 in their binary representation. And if I take a look at the first 18 numbers, 18 decimal numbers, I can see that in their binary representation, only those that are powers of 2 have only 1, 1 in their binary representation. So 3 has more than 1, 1, 5 has more, and all of the rest have more. We'll try to solve accordingly. If a number or an integer has only one set bit, then it is a power of 2. If it has more than one set bit, it isn't. And if it has 0 set bits, it's also not a power of 2. 0 is not a power of 2. So we have an if statement, and in this if statement, we'll count the number of bits in the integer. If they're equal to 1, we'll return true. So in Java, we have the function that's called bit count. It will count the number of set bits in an integer. Therefore, I'll type integer.bit count, capital C, and I'll count the number of bits in n. If this is equal to 1, I will return true. Else, we will return false. Now, I don't really have to type the else statement. I can directly type return true, return false, and it won't reach it in case we had 1 bit, because it will return from here. Let us run this, run code. For 18, it's returning false, and for 16, which is a power of 2, it should return true. This returned true. Now, if I submit this, I'll have a problem. I have a wrong answer for this one. And if I convert this to binary to investigate the problem, I'll notice that its binary representation is 1 followed by a bunch of zeros. Therefore, my test is considering it as a power of 2, whereas in fact this is a negative number. It can't be a power of 2. Therefore, I need to add another thing to check for in my code. So I'll add an AND statement. So the two conditions need to be satisfied now. I need n to be positive. So if n is positive and I have only one set bit in my integer, I will return true. Otherwise, I will return false. And now, if I submit it, my result is accepted. Here we use bit count to count the number of set bits in our integer, but we can use another method. We can create our own method to count the number of ones in an integer. I've already shown this in a previous video. That was a simple solution. It was a very simple problem to solve. Thanks for watching.